Welcome to College Candids by Campus Bound. This is Penn State University.
Can you give us a brief overview of Penn State?
Penn State is very hard to summarize, but I'll do my best. So we are a state-related university, which means that we're affiliated with the state government, but not completely controlled by the state government, I should say. We are located in the great state of Pennsylvania, as the name Penn State would suggest. We do have 20 campuses total, though if you were thinking about Penn State, truthfully, you're probably imagining our University Park campus, which is our largest campus, and a true kind of Big Ten feel as well. We have over 275 academic majors, ranging from everything to agricultural science to aerospace engineering and really everything in between. And we also do have one of the world's largest active alumni networks, which is going to be really helpful in getting you career opportunities while you're both in college and as you're graduating and going out into the world.
Can you give us 3 words or phrases that describe Penn State's student body?
Yeah, I think the first one would be really driven. Students who really want to see change or really feel confident in themselves in asking for help, taking the initiative to, search for internships, search for research opportunities, go to career services and ask for resume review help. Like those students, I think, are really going to succeed at Penn State because we're a big place. It's not really like high school anymore where you're seeing the same people from day to day. You're really more self-sufficient on the college level and specifically at University Park. I would also say caring as a population. Our Penn State students really rally around each other in times of trouble or if something really terrible happens to someone's family, starting like fundraising campaigns to really help those kinds of students and as well giving back to the larger community. Thon, which is short for Dance Marathon, is our largest club on campus. And we have about 15,000 students who are actually involved in Thon. And it's a year-long fundraising endeavor to fight pediatric cancer. This past year, we raised over $10 million to actually donate to pediatric cancer research. And we dance so that hopefully we don't have to dance anymore, which means that pediatric cancer will have been absolved. So that's kind of our end goal. But I know you said 3, but I'm just going to say driven and caring.
How would you advise a student to describe their high school activities on their college application?
This past year, I saw a lot of students say, like, I intended to do X, Y, and Z. So, like, I intended to have this internship at this like summer institute, do this, this, and this, but because of COVID, like this, and this happened. So, talking about your intentions in that way, or all of the things that you kind of had planned to do, but really got kind of sidetracked in that way. That was something that I read a lot of students talking about, and it was effective in communicating what these students had planned on doing, but were unable to.
What advice do you have for students who are researching schools from afar?
Students and parents need to know that we are here on the other side of our computers almost even more now than we were before. So reach out if you have questions, if you don't know what to do next, if you haven't gotten this question answered, if you want to know if there are certain resources on campus before you accept an offer of admission or before you even apply. Literally, my entire job is helping students apply to Penn State. So any questions, I think just trying to find your regional admissions counselor or anyone really in the admissions office at any of the institutions that you're applying to should really be able to help you.
How heavily is the supplemental essay weighed, and what are you really hoping to learn from students in those statements?
And that additional Penn State question, I always like to see if students kind of have a personal connection to Penn State. I like reading those kinds of stories, like my grandparents went to Penn State or something like that, or maybe you just heard about Penn State, you've always watched it on TV, or it's been something that you've dreamt about. It doesn't have to necessarily be that familial connection or anything like that, but